Hello, hello. What's up, beautiful people? Happy day, whatever day it is. Time is an illusion. I love you all. We're going to do some drawing. I was looking through my sketchbook, and I have not finished a sketch since June 25th. So it has been quite a minute, but we're going to get to it. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm going to have a couple of things to draw if you want to pick up pencil, paper, and draw with me. Otherwise, I'm happy to read some cards. I have a couple decks next to me as well, and we're going to get to it. Welcome to Wes's room. And basically all these drawings are just ones that I've copied off of like Pinterest. But even so, it's still like incredibly difficult. This one took me a long time to get that shading right. But yeah. Oh, this one's cool too. Anyway, yeah, what I have today is this picture of the headless human with planets where her head should be. I think it looks really fun to draw. Get myself back in the drawing mood. All right, I think I'll play a little bit of music as well. And yeah, throw me a we're gonna go with the Silent Forest Chill Step mix. This is like throwback back to like 2013 when I found this mix. So nostalgia abounds for us today. What are you nostalgic about these days? Is there anything you miss about the before times? I know I certainly miss not wearing masks. Although some people still live that way. So don't be one of those people. All right, let's get started. All right, guys. Well, I had scheduled a podcast for today, but it got postponed. So instead, we're here making the best of it. Gonna have a good day. Is it Friday? No, Thursday. Let's start off. Pull a enchanted map card to get us started. What's up, Facebook? Hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in. You can see we have a little drawing there. The enchanted map. What's a message that we have for today? Energy that we can take with us along our day. Our card is Spirit of Place. Spirit of Place. You see butterflies, leaves. Beautiful woman. Ooh, she has like a butterfly coming out of her eye. You see that? That's pretty dope. Spirit of Place. Authenticity is the essence of power. Our ancient ancestors believed that every place has a spirit looking after it or embodying it. Just as we have a soul, the plants, the trees, birds, mountains, and rivers have their own essences. When the spirit of place arrives in your reading, as it has for us today, it says that the answer to your query is in the overarching theme of your circumstances. Is your question about a struggle? The answer is to relax and let go of your need to control the situation. If your inquiry relates to finding love, then embody love instead of looking for it, instead of longing for it. Once you find the essential truth that underlies your question and then name it, you'll discover the answer you've been seeking. Your greatest power is your authenticity. Your greatest power is your authenticity. Your greatest power is your authenticity. Authenticity is the essence of power. You know, guys, me being here, wherever this happens to be, in my room, is basically like me kind of on my search for authenticity, trying to embody that, and, you know, basically setting an intention, right? Setting an intention for, what do you call it when you work out? Like setting up a workout program, right? A set, a workout routine, to access your authenticity. Spirit of place. I think we definitely undervalue that, or it's not appreciated as much, right? It's like when I walk into an ancient Buddhist temple, like it's like very American of me to be like, oh, cool, man, this is so old. Not that Americans aren't like taking it in and meeting it with truth and understanding and respecting tradition, but I think it, you know, for a long time it wouldn't have crossed my mind to tap into the energy that has existed on that plot of land, right? In those pews, on that floor, the echoes that have, the vibrations that have existed in a place. And so I'm trying to figure out like how I can use place to help me, to use time and to use place. I'm kind of working towards developing a routine where I show up at the same time in the same place for the same thing on a regular basis and start to imbibe time and space with the energy of my continued effort, my showing up, my focus, my intention. And the only way that for me is really valuable is if I'm doing it authentically. I cannot show up for someone else. That's not authentic. When it comes to personal stuff, right? Obviously, I feel that I'm here to help others. And I would imagine many of you feel the same way. But I think we can overlook how powerful it is to, acknowledge the sacred, acknowledge tradition. And, I've definitely stepped away from my skepticism of religious tradition, though I feel like a lot of, my upbringing in Christianity was closed-minded, and it took me a while to break away from that in order for me to now be purposefully finding it in a new way, accessing the authentic me and reaching out to merge with and commune with the authentic us, the authentic universe. Yeah, dude, it's weird. Like, I don't know. When I was an atheist, I felt very like, what's this crock of bullshit about Jesus wasn't real type shit, but that was also misguided, and it's totally understandable, right? It's like we wanna flip 180s. When I felt lied to, when I feel like I've awakened to something that I was taught wasn't real or was bad or didn't exist, or that I simply was never exposed to, I want to rebel. It feels very comfortable to rebel. But I don't think that is the best way to be. I mean, yeah, welcome everybody. Today we're drawing this cool little space head. Also, I'll pull a card for you if you'd like. We just talked about the spirit of place. Hello, Emily. Welcome. I don't think you can see, but we're kind of drawing a little universe head. I'll show you it when I have some more drawn. For me, like tapering, like getting the tapered lines of, say, like a shoulder is so hard for me. Emily, I could pull a card for you if you'd like. I would very much enjoy that. Whoa. 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 Oh. DeAndre, what is up, brother? I wave goodbye. Every single moment I find myself longing for more. You've been so blind. I will find myself. I shine, shine, shine. Yeah. Ooh. Let it spill out in an expansion of energy and an explosion of love, all from above. Let it wash over in love, and I will find the olive branch from a dove. Ooh, 'cause this is something I found inside my heart. Tonight I pray, I find myself. Tonight I pray, I pray. I pray. I used to ridicule prayer, but we've all been misguided at times, haven't we? Whoa, 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 oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's up, guys? If you can draw, could you pick up your pencil? Write it down now. If you draw, could you pick up your pencil, your pencil, your pencil? If you draw, my heart, it feels so right. My heart is fine. 'Cause I will align. Open invitation for anyone who wants to be on my podcast, by the way. I'd love to have you on. I've had many people cancel on me. which I get. Dude. But I'm going to keep putting myself out there. Because why wouldn't I? What am I waiting for? I want to do stuff that I love, you know? And I love to talk to my friends. I love to talk to my friends. And that includes you. That includes you. I have 2 roommates in my room, spiders, Douglas and... Oh, what is her name? Dolores? Douglas and Dolores? No. I don't remember. But anyway, Douglas is climbing. Oh, he just jumped off the curtain onto the wall. Great roommates. They keep to themselves. They help maintain some order from the other unnamed creatures that might try to make my room their home. Excuse me. There are already beings living here in my windowsill. Douglas and Dolores. So they're going to look out for their shit. Like, I'm not pro insect genocide or anything, but you know, ever since I had my my mystical experience with flies, I've been touched by many an insect species since then. Moths, beetles, spiders. And there was once a time when bugs were one of the things that I hated the most. They freaked me out. I felt like I was grossed out. I was like, if they were crawling on me, I would literally, like, my body would spasm because I was so freaked out by their presence. But not anymore. Ba-da-da. Da-da-da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. This is what I have so far. Looks pretty horrible, but we're getting there. Look at how horrible that body is. Oh well. No, 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 no. Oh my god, I need to eat more bananas. My hand is cramping up literally from like 4 minutes of drawing. Oof. How's your guys? You guys have like a health routine these days? Are you like going for jogs or anything like that? Me, no. but I certainly have like the desire. What I don't currently have is the follow through. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? I feel like this is way too easy. Oh my god. What is up with my hand? If anyone has any like tips for how I can increase my circulation, I would love some tips. Banana, papada, papada, mamana, mamana, mamana. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yo, what's up, homie? What's good, bro? How we're drawing this shit? I do often feel bad when I say hello to people who pop in but don't really intend to stay, and I certainly don't want anyone to feel bad if they run away, but I like to greet people. Sometimes I feel like I might guilt someone into staying, you know? Please don't go away. Yeah, 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 no. Go away. Yeah, 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 yeah. We're gonna play some Minari. Boy. What's up, boy? Super simple. All right. I think I'm going to test myself and try and do something that I don't copy. I don't know why, but I don't have the vision for drawing from my mind right now, you know? So, I guess I will continue to find stuff to draw. Let's look for something else. What else can we find? This shading seems like it'll be the hardest part. What's up, guys? Welcome. Sorry, sorry. Ay, 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 ay. That was pretty epic. Singing in the Wartburg Choir. Yeah, yeah. What's up, guys? This is quite the endeavor, dude. Drawing this picture right now. I'd love to take a break if anyone wants me to pull a card for them. Otherwise, I'm going to try and get this hair. I'm starting off with the hair. I'm going to try to get that hair, baby. Yeah. I'm going to try and get that hair. I'm gonna get that hair. Yeah. So I had this dude on Instagram just basically trying to sell me drugs. And I was like, no, I'm not interested. Much love. And he was like, I don't understand you. And I'm like, what is there to not understand about me politely declining your invitation for me to buy your drugs on Instagram from a stranger? But I wish homie the best. I just feel like a lot of people aren't used to people being polite when I'm not interested in something, you know? Lots of people will be like, get the fuck out of here. But I just feel like, hey man, I don't want you to be interacting with me because you think I'm going to be a customer. I'd rather like, yeah, right, Zach? I know. He was like, I don't understand you. I'm like, okay. He like took it personally, and I'm like, dude, chill. Like, I like drugs, but you're some random like 40-year-old white dude with pictures of weed. He said, okay, thanks. So we ended this exchange amicably. How you doing, Zach? Good to see you, man. I don't know if you're a drawer. I'm certainly not. But hey, the way to become something is to do something, right? That's what I feel about live streaming. That's what I feel about rapping. That's what I feel about writing. That's what I feel about reading tarot. That's what I feel about drawing. Like, that's what I feel about a new job, right? We can only become something if we first have put ourselves through the steps of being a rookie, being a novice, not knowing what you're doing. You know, and if I'm only going to do the stuff I've always done, well, then I'm going to live in Iowa and I'm going to fucking wait tables and I'm going to be a student. Like, and I only bring up those specific things because that seems like, right, my job experience and like my career is like what is kind of, oh, dude, homeboy just texted me back and said, if you got any interested persons who need puppy. What's puppy? I'll say will do. Zach, you want this guy's drugs? I'm just kidding. But maybe not. Who knows? Hit me up if you want random bros drugs. I'll connect you. Dude, good to hear, man. Yeah, everyone's doing good. Doing good. My sisters are in Minneapolis and Iowa City. I'm chilling in Marion with my mom. My dad still lives at my old crib. I think, what is puppies? Is that's some kind of drug slang? Oh. I think puppy is heroin? Yeah, yikes. I know. Yeah, I'd be down for that. I'd be down for that. You have a dog now? Julia has a dog. She took him to Iowa City. I know, right? No thanks on the heroin. Yeah, dude. I've never owned a pet. I've only been around one for the past 5 years. I mean, I haven't lived in Iowa for such a long time. You're still in CR, I assume. Dude, we should hang out, bro. Yeah, bro, she's 20. I always remember her age because she was born in 2000. So it's crazy. What's up, y'all? What's up, Facebook? Thanks for tuning in, guys. Drop a comment if you want to. I have a couple of decks next to me. I don't know if maybe you guys don't know shit about tarot, but I'll just give you a message. Yeah. Zach, sounds good, man. You know who I was actually texting the other day is Skylar Deeker. We were about to meet up, but yeah, I stopped smoking weed like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Trying to pump the brakes. Live sober for a few months at least. I might try to get this AmeriCorps job. So I want to just clean out my blood for a little bit, even though it's like, fuck. Who the fuck would drug test me and give a fuck about marijuana? But this is the world we live in. Pretty trash, but whatever. Sadly, still in CR. Now, I don't know. Why is that sad? Is it because... Why? Because you're like... You can't make it out? You keep trying to crawl out and CR just keeps dragging you back in? Or... Courtney, I don't know enough about that. I heard once you stop smoking weed, you can manifest anything. It's all about clear mental state. Dude, that's what we're here to do, guys, is explore, man. It's all about a clear mental state. I will say, I think it was last Monday was the last day I smoked weed. So it's been like 11 days, 12 days. And literally my dreams have been insane. Like, it's swear to God, when I smoke, no dreams. I have been remembering them like intricately, like vivid. But yeah, man, I think I just found that with weed being like such a classic, like part of my evenings, part of my days, that when it came to more of the disciplined side of life, which is, taking care of my body every day, not gorging on midnight snacks all the time, going and getting on stream to talk to the homies instead of like picking up my Xbox controller, going to work for 5 hours instead of working for 5, smoking for 2, chilling for 1. You know what I mean? And certainly weed is not a culprit of anything by any means. But it definitely just affected my brain. Like Courtney was saying, it's a clear mental state. And, I don't know if you guys know shit about like the new moon or anything, but like this is a question that the new moon was this morning, I want to say. And so, I've kind of been in the spiritual world, trying to tap into astrology a little bit, really just kind of exploring the potential tools that could help me figure out what it is exactly that I'm trying to do, and how I can wield tools to just figure out my shit a little bit better, right? So the new moon today, it's like, now is the time to manifest your shit, to write down some of your goals for this next moon cycle, right? So let's do this right now. And you certainly don't need to like write shit down, but what if you did, right? What if you actually did write shit down, and focused on that stuff for the next 28 days, the next 14 days specifically, which are kind of the I don't know. Again, I don't know shit about this, but I've found a lot of community in tarot, oracle cards, astrology, manifesting, waking up to 5D consciousness. Courtney, I don't know if you're into the ascension into 5D, but really for me, what that means is a state of consciousness much more tapped into empathy. And so in order for me to understand if my actions are in alignment with what I believe in, like, what do I believe in? Right. And this isn't a belief like I believe in God, I believe in world peace or some shit, or even I believe that all Black lives matter, which I do. Right. But it's more about like how can, I think, are my actions in alignment with my values, I think is a better way of putting it than saying what I believe in, right? Are your actions in alignment with your values? So what are my values? Well, I value authenticity, number one. So it makes sense that a lot of my life I wasn't super happy because I wasn't tapped into my authenticity. I was playing the game of life, embodying a role that I thought I should be, right? Which makes sense, right? My family, my community, reinforced the idea that I'm a smart person. It just so happens that the path for smart people that was laid in front of me was go to college or get educated. Don't throw your life away. Don't you want a good paying job? And so obviously the pursuit for a better life is a good one. But I was not doing it whilst tapping into authenticity. So that's a huge one. Another thing that just in the past year of my life that has really, really been powerful is my choice to every single day of my life to not consume animal products, right? To eat vegan. For me, it's just like I value the intention that creates, that reverberates through the rest of my life. Right? It was kind of a wake-up call to, if I wasn't making this choice, I was, eating stuff because of, familiarity, convenience, price, expectation. It's what my parents fed me my whole life, right? And so, and this is just one aspect, but it was like, once I became awakened to, the deep harm that some of these large scale systems can have on the planet, the environment, and individual lives of animals, and how it's often unhealthy for us to eat. Like, I no longer crave McDonald's. And that, I think, for years was something that I clung to, of like, why would I ever do that? Like, I couldn't eat McDonald's. Like, give me 2 McGriddles and 2 hash browns. Bang. That shit was like my breakfast. And now I look at that breakfast and I'm like, okay, I like hash browns, but as like a treat because it's so greasy. Like, and I think beforehand I wasn't aware of, I don't know, the decisions I was making. So that I think helped me tap into that first value, which is authenticity, by making that choice that keeps me in alignment with something that I value, which is, my choices eliminating as much harm as I can. Another value is throw in a value. What do you guys value? I definitely value spending my time in the service of others, right? And that can look many different ways. That can certainly look like the jobs that we have. And though they may not be our ideal jobs, if we can be authentic about our service for others, right? That's why I was happy waiting tables at Cheesecake Factory, because I didn't have to pretend. Like I wasn't some sleazy salesman. I didn't have to put on the face to go get my paycheck. I did, but it didn't lack authenticity. It still was true and honest work. My time as a salesman, showed me the opposite of that. And so I was glad to awaken to that. What else? What are my goals for this next month? My first moon cycle with pure un-marijuana'd clarity, which is to say that, hey, whatever you like, right? Whatever you rely on, whatever is your crutch or is something that you love, right? Weed doesn't even have to be a crutch. It can just be some dope shit. I mean, certainly it is. But whatever it is that you find yourself doing, or is it every time I go out, I'm like, well, I'll just go get a little bit of BK or McDonald's or whatever, KFC, whatever. I don't know. Or something as simple as, I need to get up early to go accomplish something, but I really like scrolling through TikTok for an hour from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. And, taking the time to be able to separate myself from my desires just for like a hot sec, to be like, is this action in alignment with my values? Do I value this 1 a.m. binge time of social media more than I value having energy and, time to whatever I have planned in the morning, whether that's go for a run, whether that's sit here and talk to you, whether that's have a cup of coffee with my mother before she goes to work. Like, there's so much stuff that becomes accessible to me when I can make that choice on the front end and just choose sleep so that I can show up more authentically as myself for, what the next day has in store. I used to really fight with my alarm clock a lot, and I'm not really doing that anymore. Because now I have my own personal tasks that I want to accomplish within the first hour that I wake up. And I'm holding myself to that. And that's just for me. I don't need to tell anyone. I do what I do. And no one else has to check up on me, right? Gone are the days where my mom had to wake me up. Gone are the days where I have to slog myself out of bed because whatever. So that's a big one. And honestly, sleeping with no weed in my system and having greater and more clear access to my dreams honestly helps me jump out of bed. And I do want to start a dream journal, actually. because there's like a lot that I remember, right? Like, it's like opened up this doorway into like, damn, I'm remembering this stuff now. And if I write it down, then I'll be able to remember it for days and days and weeks and years potentially, right? And that's something that I've never given myself, because I've always smoked weed, you know. The moon. What's up, Courtney? Courtney Champino and Courtney Bloomhall. Courtney Bloomhall, if you're watching, I actually dropped off you and BJ's Noodles and Company like last week. And I totally didn't realize it was you. I thought it was you because of the way your name was spelled. But I totally doubted myself until after I dropped it off. But then I was like, it's weird if I text her that I just dropped off her food. But you know what? It wasn't weird. That was an instance where I doubted myself, as if anyone would give a fuck that I was like, hey, what's up, bro? But anyway, I want to go ahead and pull a card for us, as we have kind of accessed a little bit more of a spiritual energy. I think oftentimes I wait for other people to tell me what to do, you know? Like, I'm going to wait for someone to be like, hey, Wes, could you please pull me a card from your divine guidance book? And I'm like, then I'd be like, sure. But until then, I'm just like, do. Let's see. Gonna get another. I don't think you guys can really hear the music, but it is good for me right now. Are your actions in alignment with your values? If yes, what are your values? If no, what are your values? Right? Here's our card. Take a look at this card. It's a fractal image. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see with the glare. It kind of looks like, it almost looks like a sneeze, doesn't it? It looks like this is like the nose, right? The nose, and like there's a sneeze. That's kind of cool. Let's check out the energy. This card is called Rewards. We have liftoff. Ooh, now I see it as like a rocket blasting off, heading out this way, right? Like a rocket. That's pretty dope. We have liftoff. Energetically and physically, things are about to take off in your world. Hold on to your hat. Shit's about to get wild. All your hard work is about to pay off. Whatever your venture is right now, there is a great movement coming. Things are about to skyrocket for you. Good things do come, and this is your time to enjoy them. You have done the work. Now it is time to reap the rewards. Congratulations. We're about to take off, right? That really speaks to the energy of the new moon that we were just talking about. Really speaks to manifesting, bro. Courtney, spot on, dude. Like, I've been feeling like it's my time to shine, 'cause I've been taking off in flight, 'cause I'm headed to the sky. Yo, if I fly, if I die, would I realize all the things in my life? Can I hide my insecurities inside? Every single moment I've been waiting for something outside myself, but now I know that it's internal wealth. Now I know I can find my authenticity. Come vibe with me, baby, baby. I could take some dabs. I can smoke a blunt. I can smoke a bowl. Ain't nobody telling me what to do except me. What are you telling yourself to do? How can you show up in a way that feels good? I feel empowered by the ability to hold myself to a decision because, so it's interesting because this decision is like a, eliminating something, right? So a choice to not make a certain choice. And I think what's a little bit harder for me, to be honest, is making a choice to make a choice, like to sit down for 5 minutes and meditate every morning, to open up the hundreds of books that are on my shelves that I am longing to read, but that I never even crack open. Well, if I'm not doing it, then it's because I'm not making it a priority. If I'm not making it a priority, then why do I think that I need to force myself to do it if it's not a priority? Positive vibes. What's going on, dude? Love to see. Love the username. Positive vibes 45 says hello. Actually, they say hi, but we're parsing words over here. Let me know if you'd like me to pull a card for you. In fact, positive vibes, I'm gonna go ahead and start shuffling for you. Anyone else? Drop a comment, we'll get into it. Anyone who's new, check it out. Never Stop Learning. It's the podcast. I'm going to release the next episode after stream today. It's with Abby Shea. Anyone who went to WASH with us, go ahead and check it out. Be dropping this afternoon. And look at that. We're 3 minutes into the afternoon in Central Standard Time. Positive vibes 45. Feel alive. Come join the live stream, and I'll anoint thee with some cards to read and tell you how we might use some energy. Focus on growth. Focus on being authentic to your higher self, and we can roll on like we on the boat. We just surfing these waves. The moon, it explores the world as it pressurizes my self-intuition, so I arrive at internal wealth, and I've been given many privileges that I can wield. Now we got to live life, baby. I am authentic. I am riding the wave of the lifeline. Can you save yourself from divine intervention? I will find everything I'm doing dope. Positive vibes, here we go. Alrighty, here we are with your card. It is the all-seeing eye. Look at that fractal imagery. Gorgeous. Hit me up at WesOnly1 on Instagram if you want me to send you a picture of your card. I will certainly send you a more detailed pic so you can see the intricacies of the card if you want. But we're going to get into the message for you. Positive vibes. Here we go. This card is Awakening. This is a powerful card. You are now entering into a complete awakening to your higher self, your intuition, your gifts, your role on the planet, and divine plan. The opening of your heart center is allowing your inner vision to see more clearly. In turn, this is empowering you on many levels, both energetically and intuitively, to walk your path and do what you have come here to do. Your awakening will subconsciously call out to others to step into their own light as well. What more could we ask for, dude? You're entering into a state of awakening, baby, yeah. Your higher self, your intuition, your gifts, your role here. Divine plan, coming clearly. Do you hear the whisper of the universe telling you you're on the right path? An opening of heart, allowing your inner vision to see more clearly. Empowering you to walk your path and do what you have come here to do. And simply by walking your own path, by stepping into what you're called to do, what your path leads you to, the place you are meant to be, you will subconsciously call out to others to do the same in themselves. Every single moment of life, feeling the vibe, letting you know, 'cause you are here to show me myself. Right? I can see parts of myself in you. That's why relationship is so powerful. That's why friendship, that's why community is like one of the most important things in life to me. Because of what we can, without even intending, without realizing it, we can help each other step into our power. That's why I want to be here. I don't care if I ever get paid for this. I don't care if 1 million people ever watch. There's 3 people here with us right now. And I'm glad you are. I don't really know how else to pursue my call, pursue my passion, pursue my what do you call it? The thing I do. Like, we gotta make money, bro. Unfortunately. At least where I am right now, at least living in a city in Iowa. I think money will become less and less the fabric of our society and more a way to wield the power of community for the good of all. Oh, but that's socialism. Okay, fuck a label. I don't want anyone else to suffer if they don't have to. And that's the thing. No one has to. Enough wealth exists that no one could be suffering right now. But unfortunately, enough of us are asleep. Enough of us are clinging to the power. Enough of us don't want things to change. That we are killing ourselves. We are killing the planet. We are killing our home. So what do we do, Wes? I don't hold any great wisdom, but I feel like I could rally a small group of people to tune into their authenticity. Right? Motherfuckers that are hoarding wealth are not being authentic. Ugh, right? Like how? Lava. Hello. Good to see a familiar avatar. Yay. Welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. I certainly am. Soul fam, yes, we truly are. We truly are. By no means do I, but Lava, if you want to follow me on Instagram, this is my handle, Wes Only One. I think it's my handle on Periscope too, so. Okay, well then by no means don't listen to my stupid boy, my butt. No, that was weird. Don't listen to, or fuck, I don't need to. We're here. Who needs it? Hell yeah. You found me. I don't need to tell you other ways to find me. All right, Lava, I implore you to think about this question. Are your actions in alignment with your values? I've been talking about authenticity, and that I really value authenticity a lot. And Lava, this card, I was about to shuffle for you, and a card popped up, so meant to be. I'm glad. That's good. Could you write a list of what your values are? Not that you have to, but could you? Right? I think oftentimes it's a lot easier to think of our values in a more general sense instead of like a list that you would write. But anyway, Lava, here is a beautiful fractal card for you. And I wish I could show you without all the glare. But this card is called Astral Realms. Lava, you have a strong connection with the astral realms. Usually, we visit these realms while sleeping, and that is where we meet with our guides, teachers, and even other souls who have moved on from the earth plane. For you, however, this connection is allowing you to connect while you are awake, either when meditating or working with your intuition. This is truly a gift, as the information you receive here can aid both you and others through life. Spirit is calling you to begin using your gifts in service to others in the way that feels right for you. Accessing that connection. Yo, we can connect to each other in many different ways, and if we want to behave, we can show up every single day and embody our truth in the way that we put forth effort to help others, to help them through really hard times, and then we'll do what we need to do to access you. And I'm talking to you. You as in the universe. Yo, I can access my authenticity much more frequently if we can write down what we value, and I'll say this is 100% true. It's just showing up, being there in a time of need for those who happen to be here, because here we are on social media from afar, but Soul Fam doesn't ever give up. I'm telling you what. What do we need? What do we want? What do we have access to even? What might we hope to access in the future. If we could, if you could have every single thing you wanted, who would you talk to? And would you flaunt it? Would you love yourself openly, or would you hide it? Authenticity, sometimes you fall behind it. There is a veil, a curtain that we show to the outside world so we can protect what feels vulnerable. I get it, I know. We don't want to expose ourselves to potential hurt, but by covering up that open, vulnerable part of ourselves, we're holding part of our authenticity back. Right? If I'm completely open, if I'm completely honest, if I'm not keeping a wall up, well, you know what? Then that's going to help someone else out there access a similar part of themselves. Self-love. How can you love deeply inside? What do you do when you look into the mirror and sigh? Because what we see often is our flaws. But what others see is not that. No one else sees what we see. I focus on the fat on my stomach. I focus on the pimple under my chin. I focus on how I don't feel like I'm as smart as I should be. I focus on mistakes I made. I focus on my gray hairs. I focus on being the best me for someone else sometimes. Put on a more appropriate shirt because what if I get a side eye from a stranger? Bruh. No, we have connection to the astral realms. What would they say right now? Are they in your head? Where do we meet them? There is a lot that we don't know about ourselves. As long as we will go deeper and deeper, we can find out. I meet them in my gut, Lava says. Yeah, it's been big for me to think about finding where I feel my feelings in like what part of my body. Yeah, I meet them in my gut. Do you meet them in your chest? Do you meet them in your throat chakra? Do I meet them in my spine? Does it feel tingly in my thighs? I don't know. Thinking about sending my awareness to different parts of my body is like, it's like a brain hack. I'm like, I can just think about how the carpet feels on my feet right now. Right, so I can think about where I meet my guides, where I meet my higher self, where I meet my intuition, where I feel my heart, where I feel passion, where I feel love. Where do you feel love? Right? I think one of the times when it's most evident is when we're like about to cry. Right? Whether that be from extreme sadness or whether that be from having just had a moment of awakening or any type of powerful emotion that causes the water in our bodies to rise. I feel it in my throat when I get that cry-y feeling, And it feels like it gets so tight, and then it bubbles up, and then obviously we feel it in our eyes. Lava feels it washing over from behind her ears. And I'm like, oh, where? And I never want to suppress my tears, but I don't want to let them rule over me either. And I definitely view them as a much more sacred emotion, a sacred moment when my body is telling me through the chemistry of my being, this is powerful. This is cleansing. This is showing you that you have touched upon something that has struck a chord deep within. So don't let it go so quickly. I let my tears dry to my cheeks. I want to feel, the remnants of that powerful emotion and not forget how deeply that helps me connect to myself. So whether it's watching a chick flick or talking about finding my passion or helping someone uncover something about themselves or about something they care about, it's powerful. Tears are legit. Tears are legit. And so, as we find how much we are aligned with the things that we want to be aligned with, oftentimes when I'm spitting a rhythmic sentence, I lose touch with the content of my message, which is why I really enjoy being able to pause from the musicality and shift into the message more fully, which is much easier for me to access through speech rather than through rap and through song. But again, I do not need to separate the forms of expression that used to be boxed up in little boxes, but I just flow. I will go where I am meant to go. As we know who we are more and more every day, we find a star, focus attention every night on the moon, on the scene that plays on the backs of my eyelids as I say, Wesley, you are powerful. You are full of love. You are worthy of love. You are embodying your values with authentic action. You are an artist. You are beautiful. You are a river just flowing, white rapids or slow trickles. There's no judgment here. I don't judge a creek when it stops and sits in the stagnant pool, or when it flows in white rapids over large rocks. It's all the same to me. And I don't judge you, but I shouldn't judge me too. Because what we have is each other, me and you. So what shall we do? We can align ourselves with a path that will lead us to something that we have never experienced. So, that can look like a lot of different things, Thank you, people, for tuning in. I'm glad that we could share some time together. And yeah. I'm going to pull another card for whoever's out there. Maybe this will resonate with you. Yo, have you hit rock bottom? That's legit. Keep walking. This is never the end. No stopping. I got you. Rock bottom. That's a creek. Dried up. You can speak. Wise up. I've been telling you I could tweak. Nobody else has told me what I should do except me. And now I will do what I want. And I will practice empathy. And I know how to be. As long as I remember every moment that I am in charge. I am in charge. I am in charge. I am in charge. I can change my perspective. I can find a new outlook on my life. I will choose it. This life's reflective. You are a mirror to me. I am a mirror to you. We can all roar like a lion. Let me hear it, boo. I hear the roar, I hit the floor, that's like a whop, whop. I got you, and I got more, I ain't never gonna stop. I could flow like a stream, like a river, dam me up, cause I be flowing hard as hell, I be flowing into ocean. Well, you could pick me up out of the earth, I could swing up in a bucket, you could sip from my cup. I know I've been spitting racket, that doesn't rhyme with bucket, but I don't give a fuck, fuck it. Woo, baby girl, tell me what's up, I'm about to bucket, that's like a bronco, fuck a rodeo, I ain't never go, I don't give a fuck, I don't want no animal cruelty, but I'm boning up, I've been manning up, I've been telling you, have you had enough, have you listened up, have you heard me spitting, never stop learning, bitches. Yo, if you got lava flow, that's a volcano. No, I don't know where to go. I am like a drone. I got a high height. View me from a high perspective. You will see what I got. What you mean? Who the fuck do you think you is? Oh my gosh. Thank you for your time with me today. As we unfold, as our lives continue and never stop, just like the stream, we never stop. I've been trying to bop with this, and I could drop myself on top of the beat, and I never would have enough to eat. Or I never won't have enough to eat. All right, peace. Yo, lava taking a call. Now we're drinking alcohol. It's early up in that morning, but it's past noon. Hand me the bottle. Oh my God, I'm trying to stay hydrated. Need to drink some water. Fuck. I got that water bottle. I've been sipping full throttle. You know me, what you do, B-A-B-Y. Haven't I figured out how high I could fly? Oh my God, get with me, talking about a fucking fly. Woo, baby girl, I hear you buzzing. I hear you buzzing around these parts. I hear you rubbing. Yourself crazy. I hear you nothing. I hear nothing. Where the fuck did you go, bruh? I'm your buddy. Let's be funny. Oh my God, what you doing, bro? What's good, bro? All right. As you saw, we pulled that rock bottom card. Rock bottom. Surrender and acceptance are the keys to freedom. As difficult as it may be to accept, it seems that you've reached a point where you can go no further in the same manner in which you've been doing things. Perhaps you've hit a proverbial brick wall. I was just talking about that. Or experienced a deep sense of loss and don't know where to turn. The old way of doing things must be discarded fully in order to move onward and upward. That's literally the energy I've been getting the past month. The old way of doing things must be discarded fully in order to move onward and upward, right? It's like, and call me crazy, but it's been a powerful thought experiment to think of my life like a video game. Because it's like, okay, Wes, like, if I want to move up into, the next level, I can't take everything with me that I needed for level 1 or whatever level I'm on. Right? I got to make room in my knapsack for the new tools that I will develop as I, explore this new terrain. A new direction and a new strategy are called for. The only way out is through surrender. Accept things as they are, and admit that you have no idea what to do next. If you wait in that heartfelt moment of release, then a stairway will appear, like magic, and all manner of synchronicities will show you the way to higher ground. The rock bottom card is a sign that a miracle is about to occur, but only if you let go completely. Ugh. I've been clinging to the past. I've been clinging to my last phase. I've been clinging to my old ways. and I didn't like them. I've been clinging to the past. I've been wishing that I did something different. And I've been wishing for another chance. What will you do with another chance? How can you figure out what's best for you? Will you advance to higher heights? Darker nights will come. The moonlight will highlight what you know you need to focus on, and I'll find you here tonight. If you hit rock bottom, surrender yourself, surrender. But that does not mean become passive. That does not mean give up. That does not mean accept. But accept. Because rock bottom is not the worst place ever. Rock bottom is a signal to you that you are about to start your climb upwards. The old way of doing things must be discarded fully in order to move onward and upward. Dude, that was just like that other card, bro. The one like the rocket? That was just like the rocket. You got to change things up. If you find yourself at rock bottom and you think you've been working on moving upwards, well, maybe it's because you've been approaching the problems in the same way that you always have. Perhaps you need to open up to someone. Perhaps you need to tell someone. Share. Perhaps you need to sit with yourself and share. Perhaps you need to tap into your own authenticity. Figure out what parts of your own inner voice are trying to convince you that you're okay, right? What parts of your inner voice are your ego? What parts are your intuition? What part is your higher self encouraging you to move forward? Our ego wants us to stay, bro. Our ego is the resistance that we feel when we're making a change, and it feels easier to just sit with the way things have always been. I love you. I'm excited for you. There's so much potential that we have. We are so young. No matter how old we are so young. We have all the time we could ever want, but we must not waste it. We cannot sit and make rock bottom home. That is not the message here. That is not the reason to find the bottom, is to say, well, at least I can't go any lower. Guess I'll just chill. No. It's a signpost. It's a guidepost telling us to, hey, perhaps switch it up, right? Perhaps interact with your life in slightly a different way. See what happens. Take a chance. Do something new. Get uncomfortable. And perhaps you've been trying to climb out. Try the other side. Try a new tool. Try using the support of your friends. Try opening up to a community that might be able to offer you a perspective that you would have never thought of. That's really valuable. You know what I mean? What happens when you run into the goblins? What happens when you run into the goblins? See those eyes in the bottoms of the trees? These are the goblins. What could a goblin have to teach me? The goblins say, fear is an illusion. Choose love today. Forgive yourself and others. That is a good quotable quote. I'm about to pin that. It says, fear is an illusion. That might be a really hot take. Choose love today. That's not a hot take. Fear is an illusion. How do you feel about that? Forgive yourself and others. Crucial. Know what I mean? This is the message from the goblins. Goblins are born when you are wounded, and something essential is lost in that experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. There, they remind you of what brought them into being. By mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you are unworthy, victimized, or unlovable. Oh my God, this is literally just what I was talking about. Oh, thank you, goblins. They hold you hostage through low self-worth, self-sabotage, and the feeling that you are lacking what you need. Right? If the goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self or someone else's, and that they are leading you into a potentially reactive situation. A goblin's card, the goblin card appearance is an opportunity for growth. There's an opportunity for growth and a signal that you must love yourself. Choose love today. No human is without flaws. Amen to that. The goblin's message is that you must release resentments, release negative self-talk. Guys, if I could eliminate negative self-talk completely from my inner voice, and I'm trying, and I encourage you to notice when you are talking negatively towards yourself. Within you is the spark of the divine. Ask Spirit to help heal you. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of negativity. This card is an opportunity for growth and a signal that you must love yourself. No human is without flaws. Like I was saying, when we look in the mirror, what do we often focus on? Our flaws, our perceived flaws. The goblin's message is that you must release resentments and negative self-talk. When we're wounded, wounds hurt, and we are vulnerable creatures. So when that happens, part of ourselves gets thrust into the shadows. But it never leaves us. We always have the power to choose. I can always choose not to be self-effacing, not to talk negatively about myself. Certainly, I notice if I ever talk negatively about someone else. I never want to be, the cause for someone's, hurt, for someone looking at themselves negatively, ever. But I'm certainly more tuned in to those moments than the moments when I talk down to myself. It's easy to be stuck. It's easy to feel stuck. I don't think we ever are stuck. I want everyone to try and let go of victim mindset, and instead tap into, empowerment, empowered, authentic embodiment of your true spirit. And we can ride this wave. We can find our authenticity. We can ride the wave. We can ride the wave. Why would you want to ride the wave? Let's jump on to something that has powerful power, right? And again, it feels like the moon energy, right? What controls the tides? The moon. You can be assured that you are entering a time when you can ride the wave of abundance. The tide has turned, and you can put your surfing skills to the test. Everything that you know, all your talents, coupled with your hopes and dreams, will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the ocean of potential, and possibility to take shape in a wave of spectacular activity. Know that you're definitely on the right path. Put your surfing skills to the test. And you know what? Even the best surfers will fall off a wave, will fall off their board, and will get pummeled by the surf, by the ocean. It's the price of business, baby, right? We can't be so locked up in avoiding potential harm that we never step out into something that could hold the greatest insights, the greatest thrill, the highest wave. I've never surfed, but I intend to at some point. And I also intend to not be self-conscious about my lack of experience, my lack of skills in something that I've never tried before. Right? We have a lot more power than we've ever known. That's for sure. Yeah, guys, I guess I kind of ditched the whole drawing thing. People come and people go, and I could run or I could stay today. You should know what I know, and I will go home, baby. 'Cause I could say what I want, and you could find yourself living this life so right, living this life tonight, living this life so blind. Today, choose love today, forgive yourself today, find out what you're capable of today, go do something new today, go try to prove today that you can do today in a new way. And I will say everything I'm meant to say, and I will never fade, and I will always love myself. We all make mistakes. We're all flawed. We're all hard on ourselves from time to time. But I think what's incredibly important is being true, not lying. Try to eliminate lying from your life. I know I am. I don't know why it's so hard for me sometimes. And it always feels like I'm lying on someone else's behalf, as if I know what's best for someone else. I want to shape their reality so they're more comfortable? lies never lead to more comfort. It might seem that way in the short term, but life is a marathon, guys. And we're just in those opening miles. We have a long way to go. All right. Feels like a good ending point. Thank you guys for being here. Glad we could commune this afternoon, and I'm glad that you exist here on planet Earth. If you want to, check out the podcast, episode 6 coming out this afternoon on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Well, those two, Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or Anchor, or Overwatch. I don't know these other ones. But yeah, I'm going to be here more often because it's just, this is a place where I think about the important things in my life. And especially if any one of you shows up here, it's valuable to me. So thanks for being you. I hope to see you again. Hit me up if you want to be on the podcast. And have a wonderful day. Goodbye.